And I'm not really being bullied in this video. Hey, there's only 2 swings. Get off! Yay!
Hello everyone. In this scenario, what do you think should have happened? How do you think the bystander, Stephanie, reacted? Was it good or bad? Please take a minute to think about it. Now here's a scenario of what should have really happened.
Hey, there's only 2 swings. Hey, wait! You could have my swing when I'm done. Take turns. Okay. Let's go, Meg! Hey guys, are we going shopping? Yeah, come on!
In this car situation, what do you think should have really happened? It's okay. Do you think what Stephanie did was wrong? What should she have done? What kind of bullying do you think this was? Take a minute to think about it. Emotional, physical, or cyber? Now in the next scenario, me and Buster show you what should have really happened.
Let's go, Meg! Hey, Meg! Hey guys, are we going shopping? Time to shop! No, Kate, stop! Let her come with us. But why? Because she's our friend. Come on, Meg! Okay. Let's all buckle up. Time to shop! Yay!
So what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Bullying is, knocking other people down to make sure it makes them feel like they're less than you, make them feel like they don't belong, just to hurt them to make yourself feel better.
So what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I'd say bullying is when someone purposely puts someone else down with the intent of hurting him or her.
So what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think it would be a person's intentional purpose to make someone else feel out of place, either emotionally, physically, or mentally. Yeah, it's very broad, but any form of
Oh, Mr. Coach Bill, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Well, player Kate, I think it is making somebody feel inferior.
So, Mr. Coach Torok, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Well, player Kate, I think it's making somebody feel inferior.
The bullying is?
It's a person or people who have a lot of hostility built up inside of themselves and they go around taking it out on innocent people. Sometimes they don't know how to stop. And it does create a problem for the person who's being people.
That's it? What do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think bullying is making someone else feel less of themselves because you have nothing else better to do.
So what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Bullying. Well, as some people say, it's putting people down. It comes in different forms. It's psychological, it's physical. You've got different forms of bullying. I wouldn't really give it like a specific definition, but if someone makes you feel bad about yourself in any way, to me that's bullying.
So, Mr. Grover, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think it's when another person takes advantage of another person for a variety of reasons. For example, they may think they're stronger than they are, or they're smarter than they are, or whatever. But a definite situation where one person is trying to dominate over.
Katie, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
When you're mean to someone and they shove you in a locker and ask for your lunch money.
So, Mr. Hitsuno, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Bullying is being mean to other people because you feel bad about yourself.
So, Chris, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Bad thing.
So, Lauren, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
When people put other people down because they're just like themselves.
So, Christina, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think the definition of bullying is the definition of one person being weak and feeding off of somebody else who's weaker.
So, Kaitlyn, what is the definition of bullying?
I think bullying is when you make someone else feel inferior to yourself. And don't ever use the R word. Salisbury, call me.
And that's it. What do you think the definition of bullying is?
When people are mean to each other.
So, Olivia, what do you think the definition of bullying is? Being mean to other people. What do you think about bullying?
Don't do it. And if you do it, it will make you sorry you were ever born.
So, Sammy, what do you think the definition of bullying is? Bullying is when people have problems within their own self and take it out on other people. So, Mikey, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think the definition of bullying is making somebody feel bad about themselves, whether it's in person or physically beating them or over the internet. That's what bullying is.
So, Dan, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Definition of bullying is when you hurt someone's self-esteem because you think you're better than them and you get enjoyment out of it, but you're really hurting people's self-esteem.
Okay, what is the definition of bullying to you?
Bullying is a widespread problem in our schools and communities. The behavior encompasses physical aggression, threats, teasing, and harassment. Although it can lead to violence, bullying typically is not categorized with more serious forms of school violence involving weapons, vandalism, or physical harm. It is, however, an unacceptable antisocial behavior that is learned through influences in environment, home, school, peer groups, and even media. As such, it also can be unlearned, or better yet, prevented.
The definition of bullying is somebody hurting somebody's feelings, making them feel self-conscious about themselves.
It means like when you make yourself feel superior to others, when you hurt others to make yourself feel better, it's like selfish. People act maliciously towards others and don't really take into consideration other people's feelings.
What do you think the definition of bullying is?
The definition of bullying is like basically to like harass someone, constantly be in someone's face, pick on them because of their sexuality or like what they like to wear, you understand what I'm saying? Or like maybe something that you don't like but they enjoy. That's my definition of bullying.
So, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think it's like putting someone down just for like self-worth when it's not like that.
I don't know what to say. What is bullying?
Say it's being mean to others on purpose.
Your face.
Being mean to others on purpose.
Look, everyone's bullying you. Megan.
Bullying me. Stop bullying me, everyone.
This is going in our video. Yeah, it is.
Do not put that in the video.
Who's the teacher? That's going in our video. Mr. Salisbury.
Oh.
Kyle, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Andrew, why are you crying?
At its finest is, I guess, I don't know what it's bullying. It's similar to like when you make fun of somebody and they just don't want it. Like, you know, stick them every day, constantly, and they just don't, they can't take it, they can't do it.
So, Mr. Reader, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think it's when you mess with people just because of who they are.
Good answer. What do you think the definition of bullying is?
Bullying is the physical and or emotional harassment of someone that would cause them to push themselves to different lengths, like self-harm or drug use or whatnot.
Good enough. So, Zach, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
The definition of bullying is when people are mean to each other and are rude to each other and both like hit each other and take as much money.
Good response. So, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Intentionally hurting, mocking, or making fun of someone because of what they look like or if they're different than you are.
What do you think the definition of bullying is?
The definition of bullying is when you take advantage of somebody that's as a weaker stature than you are.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Salisbury, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Well, I think it's characterized by someone who habitually is cruel or overbearing, especially to people that are of weaker or lesser status than them.
No bullying! Stay nice!
Like my hair.
Bloopers. I love bloopers.
So, Kaitlyn, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
When you're mean to someone.
What an idiot! Let's go, wrap it up.
Go.
So, what do you think? So, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
When people are nice to each other.
So, Christian, what do you think the definition
Chris,
what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Do bully! Be nice! Do drugs!
Okay,
Go.
Oh
my god.
Alright.
No.
Go.
So, Mr. Coach Tora, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Well, player Kate. I forgot what I was
I think it's making. Wait.
Well, player Kate.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
It's not my word.
What do you think the definition of bullying is?
I think bullying
Can I have my shirt off while I'm doing this?
Rolling.
Rolling?
Yeah.
Rolling.
You got it. Wait, no. Junior, you're already
No,
on
I'm
it.
too. I'm not dressed up.
I'll ask again. Get ready.
No.
Well, that's not bullying.
That's nice.
I don't want to be in it anymore.
Bullying. So, Raven, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I just can't imagine myself.
There is no definition.
Oh, you're stupid. So, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
I don't know what to say.
What do you think the definition of bullying is?
Go.
Go ahead.
So, what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Why are you laughing for? I'm sorry. Let's start over.
Testing.
I'm here right now with Scott Giroff.
No, I know how to cut
The
it.
definition of bullying in 2 seconds is going to be me taking her and throwing her on the floor and cursing at her because the Rangers are on right now.
So, you don't like what do you think the definition of bullying is?
Ow!
You just hit her.
That's bullying.
The definition of bullying is?
What are you doing? I said answer the question. Being mean.
What an idiot. Wrap it up.